right, guys, welcome back to the Hangar. We've had a couple of questions and some common misconceptions with CFIs wanting to do some instruction in third-party aircraft, meaning, in other words, not in their own aircraft. And a thing that we see a lot of times is we'll get clients call in, or I'll have a CFI call me, and they want to be added to somebody's policy as an additional insured, and they think that by doing that they're fully covered and that there's not going to be any problem. And there is a little bit of validity to that, but just as we talked in a previous video here of named insured and additional insureds, unless you get the waiver of subrogation added, the underwriter can still come back against you as a CFI for negligence, and they can try to recover their loss. The other thing it does not do for you is you sign somebody off on a flight review, you give them instruction before they're going to go get their private rating, commercial rating instrument, what have you, and they go out and they have an accident 2 or 3 weeks after you've signed them off. Heck, it can be a year later. And let's say they pass away. Unfortunately, it's a fatal accident. Their widow or their estate comes back and sues you for negligent instruction. Well, just because you were added to their insurance policy does not mean that you're going to be covered in a lawsuit for that. The other thing it does not mean is that you're going to be covered in anything else you do. The waiver of subrogation only means that the insurance company cannot come back against you to recover their loss. The additional insured adds you to their policy, just like we discussed before, adding an additional insured and the differences between that and named insureds. It will add you to their policy. However, if they have $1 million policy and an aircraft goes down, the two of you are on board, let's just say worst case scenario, it crashes into a schoolyard and there's some kids injured or killed. That $1 million just got split up between you as the additional insured and the owner of the aircraft as the named insured. And the policy is written to defend the named insured first. So you're kind of left out to dry. If that limit is used up, guess who's left holding the bag for your limit? And what happens if that $1 million policy, a judge or a jury awards more than $1 million? Or let's say they award $1 million out of each of you, the named insured and yourself as the CFI. Sorry, they're not going to pay $1 million for each of you. $1 million is the max, so you're still left holding the bag. The best thing you can do as far as a CFI goes is to request to be added as an additional insured with a waiver of subrogation and carry your own CFI non-owned policy. What that CFI non-owned policy is going to allow you to do is fly any aircraft that's under 450 horsepower, 7 seats or less, piston powered, single engine. It's not going to let you do twins. Now, there are policies out there that will let you do twins as well, but it's going to cover you up to whatever limits you purchase. You can purchase up to $1 million in liability, and you can purchase physical damage, which is damage to the aircraft itself, up to $150,000 if I'm not mistaken. And it's a little costly. It's just about like owning your own aircraft. However, it covers you in any of those aircraft you do. It also covers you for negligent instruction, and it's going to cover some damage to the aircraft if there's damage to the aircraft. The most important thing it does for you, though, is it defends you in a lawsuit whether or not you were guilty. It's going to defend you whether or not you were negligent. It will pay out if you are found to be negligent, but it's going to defend you either way. And that's the part people can't afford. I don't care how much money you make. The more money you make, the more money you're worth, the bigger target you are for a lawsuit. So protect yourself, get out there, help spread the joy of aviation. Don't let it turn you off that there are lawsuits out there. There is insurance to help cover you. Get out there and enjoy it. For more information, find us on clearontop.com. That's our blog. You'll find a lot of questions and answers there. You can also contact us on aviationinsurance.com. That's our company website. Get out there, have fun, fly, keep it safe. We'll see you.